can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I gotta hold my head, I have no fear. It probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory. A ghost tried to approach me, he got leery.
Spooky up in here. It's crazy in here. We still gonna keep it going, I'm Knuckles. Nobody scares me. Whoever wanted, bring it. I don't care. We can do this. Then come step up to the plate and meet your match. It ain't no thing.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the Ace Attorney Great Chronicles. Yes, that's the proper wording of the title of the game we're currently playing. How is everyone? Hope you all doing well today. The starting screen is done by BD. Check them out, link in the description below. And my summon tower banner, I don't want to talk about it. So moving on, let's get started with Great Ace Attorney. Don't talk about my General Tao. I mean, he's a general. I mean, he's a general of killing you. But mercenary Tao. Don't want to talk about the summons. Terrible. I mean, I did get a dupe for like Gamma 1 and Android 21, which I needed. But, like, I got, like, a copy of Ginyu. I don't need... He's rainbowed for me, so that was just nothing. But, like, I was missing, besides the new units, like, Buhan and, World Say Goku Black from the banner. I couldn't get a copy of either of the new banners over those two. So, I am sad. I am saddened by that. And it's not like they're good enough to like throw down red cones onto, in my opinion. So, yeah, again, I am saddened by the fact that like they just didn't give the units I needed, man. What just happened though? This is an underhood. I managed to find out what happened. Thank you for always being for having the answers to the problems. Ms. Sartwell, I was told that it was an investment form of a smoke grenade, a type of sprung device that releases smoke. A smoke grenade sounds like some sort of thing ninjas use. They just make sure everything is safe now. I think the trial will start again before long. But who would have done something like that? The police managed to catch someone who was trying to flee the courtroom, apparently. Flee the courtroom? Why? Well, it's a young girl of around 15, I hear. A young girl? Then could be the pastor that Mr. McGill was talking about? What a coincidence. My thoughts exactly. So he wasn't lying. Oh, let's become Mr. McGill, actually. There are so many things I need to ask him about, but he's not here. I think he was summoned to the prosecutor's anti-chamber to answer some questions, along with a young girl. Who is she, I wonder? And what was she even doing here at the trial? She was taking huge risks, and for what possible benefit to herself exactly? There's another matter that's troubling me. What is that? For 20 pence. Oh, according to the coachman, Mr. People, he overcharged people. He took 4 passengers that night and fell 5 pence each. Yes, there's no room for error. Hold on, let me respond to this message real quick. Okay, sorry about that. But now it seems there are in fact 5 passengers, which means the figures don't seem to add up again. She's right. That is strange. Council for Defense, kindly proceed to the courtroom. The trial will commence in 5 minutes. Oh, thank you, officer. We're going straight away. Excuse me. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper to help me keep awake. Well, whoever she is, I imagine this young girl would be asked to take the stand and testify now. I mean, if she did, I don't think this trial would continue. Oh, I did manage to sneak in a round of Rise from the Ashes today. Stupid blue badger. Anyways, I really can't imagine what she's gonna say, but it can alter the whole direction of the trial. We know soon enough, Miss Sotwell. Yes. There's the young girl next to Mr. McGill. Look! She must have been the one who caused the disturbance before. Well, after that eventful recess, the code now will resume the trial of Mr. Magnus McGill. Now then, Zeeks, my lord. I believe you have established the cause of the smoke, which veiled proceedings earlier. It seems to have been an event from the smoke grate, of a sort typically pulled by the army. Goodness gracious, the army? What the devil's name? Oh, they're just selling army grade shit on the streets? Or making it? Like, come on, like, what are we doing here? It was an elaborate attempt by a young girl to cloak her escape from a public gallows, but she was caught. Power of a gun! Hi Ben, how are you? Hope you're doing well today. Now occupies the streets. Stan. Your name go? Are responsible for Snarkinate, which induced such a phenomenon here in my courtroom. I'm gonna respond to your message real quick. Okay, sorry about that. What's the meaning of its deplorable behavior? If I may, my lord. Yes, Mr. McGill. I like saying my lord a lot. I feel like it has much more of a better ring than Your Honor. I'm just saying, like, come here, my lord. We must go fetch the picnic basket from that Yogi Bear character over there, my lord. I think perhaps I ought to explain here. This is why this little lad was here in the first place, and why he tried to boat like that. 'Tis odd to tie up with events of that now, so it seems. Very well, Mr. McGill, give your testimony. You will explain to the court exactly how this young woman's involved in the case. It actually does stagger me. I've seen, again, I haven't seen any fan art, software, but I forgot the name of the girl, I'll be honest. But, I've seen plenty of fan art of a blonde hair, girl. I forgot her name on top of my head. Just what did happen that night. It's not like a defense lawyer needs that information or anything. And we never do know that information. That's part of the fun. On the night in question, I took backseat in the omnibus and promptly nodded off. And then Bogart, a loud thud and wee scream woke me up with a fair start. There was a third collapse of a foe at my feet, so I stand up on the seat across from me. When I turned out to find out where that scream had come from, and bless my soul, what did I find? There was a child there, all caught up in a ball, hiding Colee's self away. I remained somewhat baffled, I confess, but from what I gather of an eye of a question, the young girl is a D1 of an omnibus. Is that correct? This is exactly as the counselor said. So I'm responding to someone I can mention. They were having a sale, and I'm like, you know what, this would be a perfect opportunity to get a new custom playmat, which now that I don't love the one you did for me, Ben, I still do deeply. But I'm like, I always wanted to get more custom playmats. So I'm like, you know what, the time is nigh to get a new custom playmat. For one's liking. This last was the 5th passage on my load. Very well. The defense may now cross-examine the witness. Are you ready, counsel? Yes, my lord. Again, I just feel fancy saying my lord, too. Like, I'm truly a knight. I am, like, King Arthur, so the king of England. Well, I mean, I guess King Arthur does become king. So, no, I'm so Isaac. I am so Isaac, serving the king. I'm not sure if he was one of the knights of the round table, but let's go with it. So Isaac. And, you know, I'm just like, my lord, I have slayed the dragon and had plenty of time to think about the dragon's dreams and desires, and I think we might have watched it to killing it a bit. You know, sure, I might have bowed down a village or two, but you know, like, the dragon, the dragon's gotta bone things, you know how it goes? I don't know what the fuck that was, but anyways, moving on. Oh, rather, no, I have no idea where to start. That was just fucking rambling for the sake of rambling. That was rambling. Rambling nonsense. Okay, so press is our best option. Oh, but I also did get Volume 9 of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX used from Amazon. I'm a little bit disappointed for the fact that the spine obviously has been in the sun too long and is faded. But I just need one more volume. And I did email the college still. I'm like, hey, it's been over a week. You know, this still hasn't been, like, shipped. At the very least, shipped. And they're like, well, give us one more week. And then you can complain. I'm like, fine, whatever. I just want an update. Because, like, you know, like, no offense. I don't want to be mean. But it doesn't take, like, once you go, okay, we got your... I can't imagine it takes that long to, like, ship. Unless they're really backed up. Consider it's a college book still in May, end of semester. Will they be busy? Actually, yeah, they might be busy. Or maybe since semesters are ending. I don't know. No, I'm gonna give him some slack on that. I actually don't know if that would cause him to be busy or not. Anyways, so I give him some slack on that. And that'd be a... What is it, a Kevin? The male version of a Karen? No, let's just use Karen. And when you first got into Army Boss, were there any other passengers already on board? They were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. But I also do have to say, I'm impressed how fast they responded to me. It was like legitimately maybe like 5 minutes. That was impressive. They were not. The cabin was empty and there was no one on the roof deck either. You were the first passenger, as it were. I seen. And when I took the back seat as I did, this was the most comfortable, so it is. Can you explain exactly what you mean by the back seat? All means, this is how you already described it earlier. I'm talking about the seat opposite to the one which the poor gentleman was stabbed. Oh, excuse me, was saying. Like I said, this was the most comfortable and where I felt most at ease. You know, all the cool kids in the back seat, you know? Everyone wanted to fly in the back. Sure, I remember back in like not high school, but like elementary school and like middle school. Like, you know, it was all about like self-inflicted tears. A supplemental tears of like the grade level is where you sit. And like, you know, the other grades get to sit in the back. But me being a little rascal where I was trying to sneak in the back seats because those are the cool seats, you know. And they always tried to kick me out. They always tried to get me to move. But anyways, but I learned something important. I quoted Wilson Parks and said no. But shoot. That didn't work so well for me. They did kick me out. They were definitely stronger than I was. But I never web them. But you also too, but remind me of like, for seeing you, they were gonna do quotes for the yearbook. And someone was gonna do, as of course a little bit of a funny. Like, you know, I'm gonna quote Rosa Parks. No. But like, but they didn't end up putting quotes for the yearbook because, quote unquote, there weren't enough quotes, which, what the fuck does it matter if there's not enough quotes to do quotes? There was not enough appropriate quotes. So just take the inappropriate ones out. It was stupid. And the yearbooks were so fucking expensive in high school, I never bought one. I never I just didn't care to buy one. It was like, I think it was like over $100 each year. So I'm like, nope. And of course, I joke grazing through the skyline from time to time as well. A loud thud, you say, and a scream. And also too, I guess there's another small update to the Ben 10 complete collection scenario. They did, you know, Warner Brothers did say, hey, you know, we plan to send replacements around September 9th. They asked for the receipt, you know, my address, my phone number. You know, and I provide them the information, and they go, okay, you know, confirm September again. So, you know, again, it kills me that we get wait basically like 3 months, actually probably more like 4 months, let's be honest, to replace it, but at least they're gonna give us the missing Army votes episodes, which is what we want from this complete series set, was the missing episodes of Army votes. So I am glad that I waited. I didn't ask for a refund, and they're providing me with a replacement. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with for what I have, but I have it. Let FUD, you said, in a scream. That's why, how can I explain it? Just was like the sound of someone falling to the ground. That's so noise. So you figure it was the sound of Mr. Mason falling to the floor. Havoc being stabbed? Well now, you remember I was asleep at the time, so I wouldn't like to say. But when the sound woke me and I opened my eyes, there wasn't a soul to be seen in the carriage but I fell on the floor. Didn't see anyone. But at the same moment, you did hear a scream. And from the seats above on the roof deck, I presume. Not above me, no, my lord. That was from inside the cabin. But I wasn't altogether thinking about the scream. No, I was too stunned by the desperate sight before my eyes.
Hold it!
You set him up, the victim, you mean? So I hear the dogs barking. But I did on the seat across from me. As I did, I could clearly see the poor devil was already gone. And you wouldn't leave a damn man just lying on foot, now would you? Yes, so you don't get blamed for the crime by having your DNA all over his body. It's common currency, so it is. I found that a little hard to believe. I was for prosecution on this one. Lord Van Zeeks, why would that be? To wake to find a man lying dead at your feet in a carriage. Any normal person would hail the cat man. Any upstanding member of London society, that is. Well now, as you know, I am subject for a special line of business. The business of lending money at extraordinary rates of interest. Unfortunately, my lord, not everyone is thankful for the help I offer them, and some will even see me dead. So I do try at all possible to avoid getting myself in a tangle with trouble. Oh, you suggested you gonna leave a man though? Heavens! Alive! No. I was always attempted to report, so I was. Only I had in mind to find out the wise and brave foes foes. And if that's a police job, so you can worry about, you know, if you're not involved, you don't. I mean, you'd be questioned, but you know, it won't be as suspicious. Right, y'all. There are some details I want to understand before anyone else gets to meddling. That Lee scream I heard, for example. Wouldn't your good self do just the same? No. I mean, I would see where the scream was coming from, but like, I would still halt for cab foes. That'd be my gut instinct. Not lift the body up and sit upright. That'd be me. Like, I wouldn't even try to touch the body. Yes, the scream he says he heard at the same time as the thud of the victim collapsing. And I tried to find out where that scream had come from. Okay, I was where am I reading it again? I don't know. I'm afraid I don't understand. You took the cover, but there's no one else in the carriage except for yourself and the victim. So I did. So I did. As far as I could see, that is. What do you mean by that? Now then, there's a queer tang. The little scream I heard as I woke up. It came from, if you excuse for vulgar expression, under me backside. Goodness gracious. Under your backside? Well, that... There's so many jokes for that. I'm gonna leave it be. When I lift up the seat which I've been sitting on, I found there was a wee little cubbyhole there for storage. Mr. Nardholm, we can examine the Omni's bus ourselves, remember? Okay, Man, there's so little evidence in this. That's new. That's blood, isn't it? Is something wrong? Oh, it's just, well, the splint stands so obvious, that's yet, Van Zeeks made no mention of it. Suppose for that seemed a little strange. But I have a bad feeling about this. Okay, don't be every Star Wars character not a hope by saying that. Well, every movie has a character saying that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this now. Something is totally empty. Something doesn't seem right here. But that's why you always take notes! I was about to say take pictures, but you guys don't have cell phones like that yet. Not invented. So it might be a very good time to have a photo look through inside. And that's when I found her.
Hold it!
You said she was hiding herself. Ah, that's right. Trust hard to see in the dim lamp light, but she was all caught up in a little bar. When our eyes met, well, my heart nearly stopped beating in me chest. You really overreacting this. I mean, you gotta sell it, you know, you gotta dramatize it, but still, I'll pull out from under them and set her on the seat opposite so I can have a little chin wag with her. What's the opposite? You mean next to the dead body? Wow, that's very kind of you, you know. Yeah, come on! You're traumatized, you scream. We're next to the dead body with you. Come on, it's fine. That's right, right next to the dead gentleman, though. You said this young girl next to a corpse, though? That seems like a very upsetting gentleman to me. Well, as I'm sure I mentioned, a gentleman in my position can all too often find himself in more danger. So, I need to find out just who this urchin was, you see. And while I was in the middle of talking with him, I heard another scream, a fella's voice this time. Presumably, that scream was Mr. Frost, who was sitting on the floor deck seats. Right, y'all again, I would say so. Looking down through the skylight, he must have seen this young girl and the gentleman with a knife in his belly. In other words, the previous witness did not in fact see you at all, Mr. McGill. What you believed to be yourself a victim was in fact the skull of the late Mr. Mason. Aye, my lord. I was thinking everyone understands now. Sat in the back of the carriage out of sight. It's only possible. Defendant is somewhat diminutive in stature, and were rarely confused perhaps with this young girl. After all, of course, with a scream from a gentleman. You know what? I know I've always said this man looks like Willy Wonka, but with a blue hair, it kind of makes me think he had sex with an Oompa Loompa and this is their child. Which now, I'm picturing Willy Wonka having sex with an Oompa Loompa as the Oompa Loompa is, you know, singing a song. I feel like this has gone to a place it shouldn't have gone. With a scream from the gentleman over us, the driver realized something was wrong and pulled up the horses. Thank you, I've heard enough. The events, as explained, are clear in my mind. Hell, but at least one conundrum remains. Who is this girl? Her name is Gina Lee Stride, my lord. She is a chancer, owns her course among large crowds, relieving people of their purses. Street gambler. Okay. Oh, never mind. That's why Park Picker. That's why she is. What? Let's go here. A petty thief? Oh no. Oh, again, it's been a while since I played this game. I want to play this game once. I should maybe show up and play it. Is this true, Mrs. Lestrade? I'm butchering her last name. Mrs. Lestrade, you answer the question! Ah! How dare you? What's the meaning of this? Ah! But go! She's gone! Open your eyes. I'm over here. Oh, she got moves. Watch out, Sonic! Goodness gracious, how? Well, what's the point of that little sidestep? You know, you got show the courtroom. She got the juice. You know, she's got the moves. She can put one over us real quickly. Also, okay, so real quick, to get sidetracked for here for a second. So I really wasn't old when The Emperor's New Groove came out. It came out like 2000, or like I believe it was year 2000 exactly. I was 1 at the time, so I do not remember public response to The Emperor's New Groove at the time. Like, I was watching, like, the Nostalgia Critics review he just put out of The Emperor's New Groove. And supposedly, people didn't like the movie at first. Like, I knew that it was a box office fail and it made his money back via DVD sales. But, like, I've not heard anyone say one bad thing about. Well, I mean, I haven't heard anyone be overly negative about that movie, I should say. Because it's a funny movie. I mean, sure, I would say David Spade's Cusco is probably the weakest part of that movie. But, like, he still is funny in it. He has funny parts. Eastman Quank, iconic duo. So, like, I don't know, like, I've never heard anyone, like, really being overly negative about that movie. Again, I was alive when that movie came out, but, like, I was 1. I know what you lot are thinking. Grown-ups are all the same. There's still a little dippo, you say. Slip it up and got caught on the job. She got herself back into a corner, so she knifed the gent. Go on, that's what is in your heads, ain't it? No, not at all. This is a cold law. We're here to determine the truth, not counts. Green. She did purple but green. She's the Joker confirm. Look, knives are for cowards. Only thugs use weapons like that. Only for what I do is these fingers. I'm a professional, right? Maybe in your eyes. Maybe not in your eyes, but I got pride in what I do. Let me guess. You didn't count smoke guns among weapons for thugs. Oh, this? Yeah, this is in a bag I lifted the other day. Down with a keep for 4-wheeled drags. That ain't it? I like the pink the best. I like how she was able to just pickpocket a fucking smoke grenade gun. Like, I imagine the person's like, the people working on the job were like, hey, we're missing one of those smoke grenade guns. Ah, don't worry about it, it's just one. Inventory's off all the time. Don't worry about it, it's fine. Don't wave that thing in my direction again. So, you admit that you were lying the omnibus of 9 question. This is alright, lass. You can tell them the truth now. Alright, yeah. It was just like the Irishman said. The court accepts this gun, Mrs. Gina Lestrada, as a violent and significant witness in this case. Currently, young lady, we now hear your testimony, if you please. You would tell the court exactly what happened in the omnibus of a question. Alright, if I have to. I'm weighing these accents all wrong. So snuck into the carriage before they hooked up the horses, just like always. But it was a waste of time. I got nothing to show for me troubles that night. I tell you, you can't see a blind thing in that hiding place. It was pitch and veil. And then after a while, I hear this whining bang. I nearly dropped out of my skin, I did. And the scream just came out. It's because of that, the swell found me. He did help me get away mine. Yes, he let you go. And I failed to understand why you would let the street urchin go, Mr. McGill. Oh, it's the statistically itself, my lord. You see, she could possibly have killed the other passenger. I knew that for a fact. How? As I'm sure I said before, so. She was under you. I mean, I could maybe phrase that a bit better. But she was under him. I was sitting on top of a place where she was hiding herself. I was taking a demonstration is called for. This is where I sat that night. And the cubby hole of which you have spoken is underneath the sea, I presume. Yes, it does appear just large enough to accommodate someone of the ghost statue. Aye, but of course, the wheeler last was stuck in there, because I parked myself on the seat for the duration. Ah! So you see, that's why I left the last boat. I knew if the police found her there, they automatically assumed she'd done it. But I couldn't live with myself if a young life was ruined when all the time I knew she was innocent. Even though you must realize the actions will result in your own innocence being called into question. Not at all, my lord, not at all. I knew in my own heart that I was innocent. You know, this reminds me of a very real case of there was a defense law that went basically he goes like, okay, so like, you know, anyone could be, you know, the murderer, not my client, but like the murderer could be walking through that door right now, and you know, everyone turned to like face the door, but the jury still found the defendant guilty because he was the only one who didn't look at that door to see if the murderer was walking through it or not. But that's just what this reminds me of a bit, like the mentality of like what the lawyer was trying to do in that situation. So I thought it was worth taking out upon my own good name for the sake of this last fortunate laugh. Oh my goodness. What a perfect gentleman. My lord! This fine example of a man could possibly be guilty of a handless crime like this. I'm ashamed of ever doubting you so. Okay. We just need one moment. With crime calculated reasoning. Well, I'm sure there was like more evidence to that, Ben, but like I think that might have pushed them over the edge from my understanding. To my understanding, because you know, it's, but like that was at least one of the reasons why we found the man guilty. I learned that in pre-law. I'm putting a law for my one year of pre-line high school. Let's go, baby. With crime calculated reasoning, one relies clearly of the truth every time. See, we won! There we go. Saints alive! All 6 members of the jury consensually in the reading of a verdict to... It's not like when an editor he said something that Hood should not know unless they did. Well, that's true. Look at you, Mr. Tiger. Catch a tiger by his toe. if you so to speak. Mr. Nadaho, this, well, must mean what? That we're victorious! We're one? Are you sure? Oh, he did his fucking leg! I forgot he threw his leg up here. If Saima on Hill Remington offends, play do forgive the discourtesy. He's one. They did, didn't they? You're absolutely correct. But they were both beautiful characters, Ben. So, actually, I'm pretty sure the Tiger is like one of the few, if not the only characters that you do not like have a talking sequence to in the investigations before trial. Because you bump into him, sure you do have social interactions with him, but you don't like talk to him with the options of like what to talk about. I think he's like, again, one of the few characters that, if not the only character that happens with. There's really a commentative example of one momentum from the British judicial practices. Well, evidence and reasoning should be paramount. Emotion rules the day. Emotion? But witnesses' lay statement gives us a clear insight into his true nature. What do you mean, his true nature? Do you really think Scotland law would have made such a glaring omission? After the incident, the army bus was comprehensively searched by officers of the police. Obviously, the interior of his cubby hole, as witness point, was a clue in the investigation. The compartment under the bolster seat was full of the coachman's belongings. And noted in black and white here the police report. Good Lord! The evidence has been tampered with. In order to corroborate Mr. McGill's story, someone was unlawfully removed everything from under the seat. What? He knew something was off, Nadaho. We looked at it ourselves. Order! Order! How could such a devious contrans possibly have been affected, Counsel? Naturally, we must acknowledge the deficiencies of a constabulary in allowing this to have happened. However, I assure you, when the omnibus was wheeled into the courtroom this morning. Oh, I love this sprite! Look at that face! Oh my god, it's so fucking good. The compartment under the seat was not empty. Well, am I not pulling the screen? Huh, me? Well, the carriage was submitted as evidence. Those you examine it in fine details, any self-respecting I mean, you will have to see me examine it. It's not like a tiny little thing. You have to see me walk into it. Pray, what did you find the condition of the under-seat compartment to be? Oh, to be sure, the young gentleman would be able to clear this up in a jiffy. Sorry? Go on ahead. Tell the court now, fella. Have his unelaborate excuse for desperate little Van Zeeks. Okay, I feel like this case, the first two, the second case and the third case are shorter than the first case. Like, how does that make fucking sense? Anyways, well, Cancer, do you have something to say on this matter? Because this is about to end. How am I supposed to answer? What can I say about the state of that little compartment under the seat? It wasn't empty, let's be honest. I really don't know if giving this answer is helping my cause as the counsel for defense. But as far as I remember, at least, when I first examined the compartment, I'm firmly certain there were a number of articles inside of it, yes. Oh, are you sure, Counsel? What? Look, Mr. McGill's an anime girl. Look at that shit. Move over, Arkano. We got Mr. McGill. Be whizzed? What are you saying now? You deaf drop? I thought you were on my side here. What game are you playing? Your task is to defend the man of the stand. Why would you say something to compromise his position? As for advocate for the defense in this trial, I confess I'm still not entirely sure where I stand. But it seems to me that I should state the facts I do know as clearly and honestly as possible. Interesting. Yeah, who would have thought defense law would not lie? This is not altogether pleasing, fellow. I'm simply telling the truth, Mr. McGill. Well, don't forget that you're supposed to be representing my best interests, your lad. Now then. Oh yeah, we still haven't technically cross-examined it yet. As far as memory is a curious thing, and not altogether reliable, not for the must consider the facts. I mean, this is all we do is question people's memories. That the cup here under the seat is as empty as the devil's heart, so it is. Do you think perhaps it would be in your best interest to admit that you might have been mistaken? I mean, we can look back over footage. Why do I feel like something's not right here? I'd like the jury to weigh on this matter, I think. The compartment is designed to house equipment used to maintain the smooth running of a carriage. The guilds will state the omnibus should be properly and fully equipped at all times. So it certainly won't be empty on the night in question. People isn't that irresponsible. The money thing lands if the pick posts are lying. Oh, try to automatically end. I see how it goes. Ah! I can't believe it was never taken in. Thinking which I always think never by cowards for lots of them. What? Oh no. It's a trick. Of course it's a trick. Quite some. I must get caught here. I think if I was in this trial system, I would just change my vote so I can fling fire. Constantly changing my vote. Because I just want to fling the fireball. Wow. It'd be like, jury number 5, can you stop changing your mind? I'm like, no! With calm, calculated reasoning, one lies clearly of the truth every time. Yes, but every time a different truth, it seems. My lord, I humbly exhibit the scales of justice. Clearly, a verdict of not guilty at this time would be wholly inappropriate. Thank you, counsel. But before we proceed any further, there's a matter of outstanding cross-examination. But Judge, the arguments are very persuasive. I can't make up my mind. Counsel for defense? Begin your questioning of witness, please. Yes, my lord. What just happened? The whole balance of the trial just shifted, almost beyond recognition. The Reaper of the Bailey is at work, it would seem. I mean, he's very good at his job. You don't get the title of Reaper for not doing your job. Okay, I'm gonna save. And we're gonna switch to Master Duel. Tempa! Actually, I don't think we've seen the... Oh, I've seen the Tempa loading screen, or starting screen, I should say. Whatever screen it technically is. We all live in a simulation, I guess. Gems! Free gems! I feel like I should be building a new deck, or trying to build a new deck. Actually, you know what I haven't checked out at all, and I probably should? What? What's in this? Let's see, we got the Whole of Dark. Forbidden Lance is good. Cosmic Cyclone could be good. Okay. Oh, well, that just gives you the unknowing card. And then, yes. Okay. Let me give you a foothold. The Bond of Duelists. Man, it must be impressive to have a Bond of Duelists. That's very preemptive, huh? Before I even do anything, max save. Well, you gonna hatch? It actually did hatch. Okay. Guess fetch him. No. Do I not have IP? I did not have IP. Oh, I could have definitely just normal summoned then. Oh well. We'll see how well this turns out for me. Hopefully well. Don't want to lose. Well, in theory, we should be looking good. Oh, that's unfortunate. I don't want to talk about that. I'm actually kind of upset about that. Did I just surrender? Did I just surrender? I was played like a... Oh yeah, yeah. I was played like a thug. I just see where I was featuring this card. Yes, I did. Oh. That's game. That's quick. Moki Moki. Teabag your mom. Oh, speaking of moms, I discovered today, that Momoko, there's a thing where she teaches you English, I don't know why I said English in Spanish, but she teaches you English, and it's with her VA from a show, and, yes, I mean, you tell me that Momoko is not only a MILF, but also a TILF. Kitschki summon? Wow. That didn't work out in my favor, huh? I'm probably gonna lose this too. Lovely. It's going well. It's doing nice, going well. Well, maybe they'll wombo combo until time's up. That's a hope. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen, but we can. Oh. Yeah, lock me the fuck down. Okay. Yeah, I just lose. Holy. Wow, that's a horrible hand. And horrible draws. You just. Wait, why the fuck you use Max C? You locked me out of special summoning. You can't draw some. You just got rid of a card to get rid of a card. I mean, who am I to speak? I still lose. I still lose. And they click. And I guess that's all that needs to be sometimes. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna be streaming, honestly. I'm tired. And I still gotta do a YouTube show for tonight. But we see, we see. Okay, at least I'm going second. Bean Smith combo, baby. Let's go. I'm gonna ash that. I was hoping that maybe would stop that. But I mean, of course it won't. It will never be that easy. Fiend Smith Dex can counter for days, baby. Do. There's gonna be a lot of sang and a lot of special summoning. Ugh. This game make me very impatient. There's the go! I love my dear Bellstar. Can we? But Dear Bellstar is so fucking cute. Like let's appreciate her for a bit. See, look, just tribute for Dear Bellstar away, the perfect monster. So just imagine how much longer this would have been if it could have gone for Fiend Smith. But she's cute, Ben. She's adorable, and I love her. And I want her alternate art, but didn't put, unfortunately. Oh, just fucking give us Fiend Smith token call back, show. Okay, maybe you are, but this deck is evil. When will this stop? When will this ever stop? It's been no, I'm not touching this Switch from control anymore. I want to see if the Switch will fall asleep. Oh, speaking of Switches, Switch 2 releases next week. I'm excited for my Switch 2. So it's just keep going. Let's go spell. So no one would buy it. Exactly. By the way, speaking of things which I hate. Look, I'm glad Sherry got a good card, but fuck this card. I hate this card with a passion. Speaking of cards to hate, I hate Army Negates so much. I'm so glad. I am happy. I am screaming at the helm that this card got banned with TCG. So much. This card should have never been made. And it's generic. Oh, no, negate. Fucking generic out. I believe it. Once you switch with slowly, maybe fun, like once, and then that's kind of it. And then what was it? What was the sequel to 1-2 Switch? 1-2 Everybody, whatever shit, 1-2 Universe? I know no one bought that shit. I haven't heard a single person talk about that game, besides the fact that no one talks about that game. Like, it's a sequel to something that just didn't even be a thing. I mean, I do have 1-2 Switch. I mean, it was one of the launch titles. Got with Breath of the Wild. I played Breath of the Wild 99.999999999% of the time. When I first got the Switch. And my dad was like, "Oh, did you get any other games with the Switch too?" I'm like, "No. Not yet. They're expensive." I say that, but oh shoot, I read something because Tori just tweeted out, and I'm like, I read it quickly, but let's just say about Daima episodes 1 through 10 are gonna be on iTunes and like online stores to buy. It's just like, you know, I don't want to say what's the point, but like, you'd probably be better off just getting a Crunchyroll account with that the money you spend for like a month. Because either way, you're still not owning Daima, technically. So, you know, you might, well, just, again, Crunchyroll account out. Can't believe I'm saying do Crunchyroll, but, you know. I was about to say, why don't you just attack me? I think you had game like 20 plays ago. I don't think I've ever seen my car in the extra monster zone before, I'll be completely honest. But yeah, I'm kind of upset that the bundle doesn't come with Mario Kart. I was about to say Mario Kart 8. I've been conditioned. Mario Kart 12, that's the mobile game. Mario Kart World, there we go, 4 times the charm. I get there eventually. Physically, because, you know, I like my shit physically, but, you know, for now, it's better to just get it for $30 cheaper. Yeah, there's a nightmare trying to get the fucking thing in the first place. Not a nightmare, but patience. Lots of patience. No, the Maxi on their own tone. They always have King Sarkofsky in hand, always. But I'm gonna ask that. Because, what are the chances? They have 2 cards left to hand. I'm hedging my bets on this. Goddamn Fiendsmith. I hate that smug bastard engraver so much. I wish I could just whip the Gwen off of his face. Out of his face too. Why not? Let's do both. Here we go. You know, I'm surprised we didn't try an arms too yet. I'd be honest. Like, really build upon the arms formula. Because I think I got bored with arms like after a week. Like, I feel like if it did build upon that gameplay, they could make something good. They just need to actually build upon the gameplay. Well, I'm not just saying that because of a clown lady. He's very cute and inflatable. But I think they could truly build something cool with an arms too. I take it. The surrendered, cool. They knew they couldn't beat me. Let's see, this Min, Ribbon Go, Swing Guy, the Copper, the Ninja Dude, the, Mummy Guy, the Clown Lay, we discussed the Clown Lay already. I'm pretty sure it was like an evil Swing Man. And yeah, the Clown Lay. And I remember people were freaking out about the clown lady because go, oh, we're scared of clowns, and like, oh yeah, I forgot about her. Honestly, Ben, I'd be real honest. The first two ones that come to mind, like, is the clown for obvious reasons, and then Min Min because she's in Smash. I totally forgot about Twin Tail, and I even really like Twin Tails, like the double ponytails stuff a lot. Like one of my favorite hairstyles. So I'm really disappointed in myself. But yeah, that game was also kind of, I mean, that game was not fun with motion controls. I played with a normal control. It was much more enjoyable that way, if you ask me. It was a bit of a learning curve, but like, it didn't feel as frustrating. Spew it out. Actually, no, don't get spew it out. So that'd be a bit silly. Because we need to summon Lois back. Monto. And then we can tribute Lois off to keep Yabel around. Is there any like good designs I'm not thinking of for Oh, you gonna evilly match me. You gonna do the one interaction I fucking hate. Let's go. Fucking let's go. I hate Blazer 23, I hate you. Ugh, I can't get your bell back from the banishment. So, I'm not super worried about that, but I get it. I hate with a patch and you can go straight to your battle phase and then end to activate a fucking evilly match. And then just carry on with your main phase too. I hate that so much. I'm gonna hatch that. If you got a call bot, you do have a call bot. Which maybe it's not coming, but oh well. Feel like I'm about to be wombo combo. Oh, so I find very weird. So, for whatever reason, I don't even follow this Twitter account, but I do get the drama alert tweets in my feed, and I don't know why. I have most of the tweets are just fucking trash, just pointless shit. But like, you know, one of the tweets popped up, and it was two big women talking about how good they look in bikinis, and they go, "Oh, this is disgusting," and I can tell, I not that I could tell. Like, I recognize, like, one of the, people in the video. It was a fat model, SSBW model on the internet. So I'm like, this is clearly a clip from, like, maybe something they posted, promotion, or a video they're selling, etc., etc. And I'm like, why would you, like, what's the point of this? Like, what is the end goal to this tweet? To make yourself feel bad? Like what's the point? Or just say you don't like fat, like, you're not interested in fat people, which is perfectly fine. Like, you did in such a mean way. It's like, what's the point of doing this? Okay. I mean, it just kind of goes back to my thing of, like, 2 nights ago. Of, like, yeah, it was 2 nights ago. Of, like, people just... Well, I don't even know. Like, why are you consuming content that you don't like? And then be like, oh, I don't like this. Besides to get views and clicks. I really don't understand. A lot of channels have been complaining about Disney movies, including, like, Star Wars and Marvel under that umbrella. But, like, having, like, a single one since Endgame, Marvel-wise, having, like, a single Star Wars thing since God knows whatever, and Disney since, like, whatever. It's like, why do you keep watching it? Why are you putting reviews about, like, oh, this movie sucks? And it's like, why would I watch any of your videos? I know what your opinion is. This shit sucks. Cool, moving on. It is because it's just such one of your bells that is banished. On your hand deck or grave. What? What didn't... I did read that correct. Did I accidentally hit something I was not supposed to? Was that ranting and not paying attention that badly? Because I'm a baffled. I'm very confused right now. I am behooved. Oh, Yaga, the CEO of Horror Live covers the company, gave a speech at Harvard, not Harvard, Stanford yesterday, which is neat and good for him. Well, it's good that Horror Live is being recognized like that. Above anything else. Because it does deserve a recognition. And, if Callie goes speaking at college, I sneak in. I'll find a way to get by college. Don't you worry. I'll put a fake mustache on myself and say I was a student there all along. Even though no one would know who I was, or am, or whatever. I make it work. But anyways, I think this is what I'm getting in stream for tonight. So, I do like to thank you all for coming out. It's been fun. It's been a blast. It's been a real fun blast. Tomorrow will be more Pokemon Ranger as we're getting very close to the end game. We see the leg of the end game. It's teasing us. It wants us to come closer. It is begging us to come on. And then we'll continue with more the great Ace Attorney Chronicles Sunday. So again, thank you all for coming out.